All right, we're gonna record.
Okay.
Um, I don't want to pause. I think we're recording now. Okay, so let's stop the recording.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi, this is Chafica Miles, and I'm here with my partner, Maria Menard here, but want you to welcome you to 4 Weeks to Leadership. This is week 4, and this is plan, prioritize, and promote. So
excellent.
we're
Hello.
going to show you all the tools as far as for that. And here's my wonderful partner, Marie.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or whatever time it is, whatever time zone you're in. We just want to welcome you. So glad that you could be here. This is a great presentation, like Chafica said, and we're so happy to share it with you as well too. So just sit back, relax, and take it all in.
Okay. Okay. So this is, as we said, 4 Weeks to Leadership, week 4. And what I love about this saying at the top is that it just feels right being a leader. And in this time that we're going through right now, having a open door for more income to come in to you and your family is the perfect choice. So that's what we're going to talk about. 4 Weeks to Leadership, how to plan for you to be a Jaffa leader, how to prioritize your plan, and how to promote with your team. Now, when you plan to be a leader, you want to create a strategy with your team, with your pre-team here. Some of you already have sponsored some people that would be on your pre-team, and those are the people that you're going to meet with, and you want them to be on the same goal, on the same goals, and on the same strategy as you are, because you're going to be a team. You're going to be working together. Each team person brings their own skills, brings their own gifts to your team for you to be able to have a successful business and grow and build. And also with that team, you're going to discuss prioritizing. How are you going to stay on track? What is going to be your to-do list? We're going to be covering that with you. How you create your to-do list, your daily schedule. And the next thing we're going to discuss is the final, which is your promotion. You planned, you strategize, you prioritize. Now it's time to promote. Now it's time to select that month where you're going to be promoting as a wonderful team and building a great business in your Jaffa business. And that's going to be the month that you and your team are going to launch together.
Exactly. And I just want to add here too, that as a team, it's really important that you're sharing your goals and strategies with each other so that everybody is striving for the same end result. So that's why it's really exciting, like Chafica said, to be able to be able to start a team and to build a team as well too.
Okay, yes. And as you grow your team, of course, you're going to be adding people all along the way, people you meet. And it could come directly from you, but also to your indirects also too. Those are part of your great team. So you can work together with the people that you've already sponsored and make sure that you're always working with them and asking them, who do they know? Who do they know that would be a great person as far as on your team? Who is this person, that just has a beautiful personality, loves to be around people here. So those are the people that you want to pull on your team together.
Exactly.
Okay. So the first thing that we are going to talk about when we're talking about planning is your weekly review worksheet. I love this worksheet. I use it all the time. It keeps me focused, and that's what we want to do when you basically have your plan ahead of you, when you working with your team and plan, okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do for the week? What are we going to do for the month? So the weekly review sheet, as I said, it does 3 things. It keeps you focused, it tracks your results, and also what it does, it forms a habit in you. Because basically, if you are tracking your result from week to week, that's going to form a habit, and it's going to form a habit with your team. because remember, you are the pre-leader, you're leading your team. So they're going to follow as far as the strategy and everything that you put together for your team. And what this sheet does, it also tells three things about you. Because of course, when with any business, you're going to have your challenges here. You're going to have your successes. You're going to have some of your hard parts that that may be struggles. And when you track this week by week, if you had a good week, you can look back and say, hey, what made my sales really fantastic then? What made me bring in more sponsors? So you can track your challenges, and you can also track your successes. And by doing this week by week, you're actually writing your plan of action. So week one, when you have your number of personal appointments, and week two, where your monthly goals, okay, how much personal sales is your goal for the month? How many sponsors is your goal for the month? And the same thing with your team. You would talk to each team member and ask them, what do you want your sales to be for the month? And don't be afraid to say a number, because when you break it down in weeks, that number is a lot smaller and it's more manageable here that you can keep track of. So you want to track a marketing plan. What are some of the events that's going on in your community that you and your people that you're sponsored can go together as a team and introduce Jafra to. So in a team, of course, you're never alone, because together everyone achieves more. So don't think that you have to do this alone, and teach your team members to pair up and go out together here so they can introduce Jafra. And you will learn each team member's strengths by actually doing that here. You want to know how many reorders. Focus on that for your goal. If you have a list of your current clients, set a goal as far as how many reorders that I want from those clients. And you would get that by looking at the monthly brochure that comes up every month. When you get that brochure, open it up, circle the things that some of your clients, these are their favorites. So you can call your clients and let them know that, hey, your favorite product is on sale here. And, we have a wonderful, wonderful deal for you. So those are your current list of clients that you can actually make a goal of reordering here. And from that's where you plan out each of your weekly actions, your number of personal appointments, your personal sales volume, your number of interviews held, your number of personal sponsored, and also your team as well. So this sheet does all that for you. It's great to work with, and it keeps you on track, so you won't be actually going on this and taking it as far as toward the end here. So this is a great team plan for you. Okay. Another thing is your income is up to you. So another thing in planning is keeping records on your team members, on what motivates them. And that's what I was talking about, building your team. Each team member comes with a different skill set here. Each team member comes with a different gift to bring to your team. So you want to know everything about them. How much money do they want to make here per month? And what are they going to be utilizing that money for? How much training will they get? Make sure your team knows all the different opportunities for training. What I love about Jafra is we have 24/7 training. So you're never alone. You never have to redo anything. You never have to think of how I'm going to do this, because it's all for you on our webinars. It's all for you on our Jafra Amber region in the units as well. Also, too, you want to make sure everyone knows how much it costs as far as to join Jafra. And what I love is we have so many options to choose from. So many options out there to purchase your business kit here. No matter what your income level is, or no matter what you can afford, these are the different choices that you have. So make sure each one of your team members understand those choices, so they will be able to explain that to their future sponsors here. And how do I get started? Well, you can sit down with everyone and let them know that they have all the choices with the business kit. You can help them with their first party, with their first starter class. You can let them know there's several different ways that they can do their business with Jafra, with their one-on-one parties, and also too, they can do it, just get girlfriends together. There's businesses and organizations that you can go in and do customer appreciation days with Jafra. So you have all different ways that you can do the business. So your income is really up to you, how many hours that you want to put forth as far as to that. So that's all in your planning, and you're planning ahead. And now Maria can talk to you about prioritizing that.
Exactly. So now we're going to talk about how do we prioritize our day, and how do we, what do we do in order to move forward so that we are getting closer and closer to obtaining our goals. So I love this sheet because this is your daily schedule and your daily to-do list. So as Chafica had spoken earlier about creating good habits and creating systems and schedules, this is a great thing that you can do every single day. And not only just with your Jafra, but for your personal life, with your team as well too, with your family, you can do this as well too. So times have changed a little bit today. We are quarantining ourselves, and we're not being able to actually go out and physically meet people. So our to-do list may look a little bit different. And it's just so funny because now in what we're going through right now, you're making to-do lists perhaps for your family or perhaps for your children. Your whole schedules have changed. So it's a great thing for you to be able to incorporate your Jafra into this daily schedule as well too. So what are the things that you need to accomplish today? And you can break it down hourly like we have here on the left-hand side, or you can put it, you can just make a general list of things that you want to do and just to intertwine them as well too. So, go back to your weekly review sheet and what is the goal that you're trying to reach. And we're going to you broke it down into weekly increments. Now let's break it down even further into daily increments. So what are the things that you can do? What are the things on your to-do list? Perhaps, you are going to be on social media today. So, maybe you want to create your own business page, or perhaps create a Facebook VIP group for your clients. So what does that look like? How are you going to fit that into your schedule? Also, maybe you are doing some porch drop-offs from some deliveries of people who have ordered from you. So you're just going to be dropping them off. Always make sure to add like a catalog in there or some opportunity flyers. Maybe you're going to be just giving a little sample of maybe from a product that they didn't order from. So maybe a fragrance sample in their skincare pack, or vice versa, a skincare sample with their fragrance. Perhaps now you're going to get on the phone, or you're going to start doing some texts. Where is that fitting into your schedule? How are you doing that? Some of the other things you may want to do are videos. Videos are really, really popular now. So how are you going to do that? Are you going to do a video? Maybe you're going to do a video and video your mom and say, hey, how you doing, mom? Because you can't see her. Do the same thing with your team. Create a group on Facebook for your team, or maybe personally reach out to certain consultants, that you are working with. Let them know what the goal is, how close you are, what they can do to help to contribute that as well too, or maybe rooting them on, congratulating them because they hit their mark and their goals as well too. Maybe some of the things that you're going to do today, maybe send out some cards to some people as well too, just to stay connected. It's really important that we stay connected. And if you can create a schedule every single day where you can just do a little bit of something to help you stay connected and help you stay focused. And the cool thing is that we have this beautiful business, this home-based business. So no matter what happens externally in the world, we can still do our business internally. We can do it through the internet. We can do it from our home as well too. But your goals will never be met if you don't have a plan every single day. So you have to plan your day every single day by appointments. Maybe you want to host a virtual party, a Jaffa Zoom party. So those are something else, other things that you can do as well too. Because when we create really great habits and we get systems into place, we become more effective women, more effective, because we're going to do that for our families as well too. We become more effective leaders as well too, because there are two different ways that you can lead. You can lead by adrenaline, or you can lead by discipline. So I'm going to just read some characteristics, and then you can decide in what column you are right now. So perhaps you are very motivated by some of the incentives Jaffer has. You're motivated by the trip, or maybe you're motivated by that pearl necklace, or for those earrings, or right now it's, whatever it is. Maybe you are based on your emotions that day. Maybe you will do Jaffer, maybe you won't. It just depends on, what you want to do. Maybe if you just, something's not motivating you at all. You don't like the trip, or you don't like the gifts that they're giving. So you're just deciding, you know what, I'm going to give, I really don't care. So if that's you, and you are working based on your emotions, based on external motivation, looking for that external motivation, you are a leader who is leading with adrenaline. And what happens when you do that is that you will find your business, it'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go in, and it'll go out, because you are basing it on all external motivation. If you like to, you're very self-controlled, you like to be in charge of things, you have developed systems and habits that you consistently are doing every single day, every single week. For example, if on Mondays you have your client set up, and on Tuesdays you're going to talk with your team, whatever your system is, everybody has a different system. You learn to work with more discipline. And when you do that, you're a disciplined leader. So no matter what's happening, like all of this stuff that's going on now, it doesn't matter, because you still have your system in place. Your goals and your systems are in place. You may have to do them differently, or you may have to reach out in different ways, but you're still doing it. So that's what the difference will be. So as a leader who leads with adrenaline, it's mostly your hormones that are kicking in, and they're either putting you into a survival mode, or they're putting you into an excel mode. So sometimes it can get very unstable. So you just want to just be aware of that. And when you find yourself doing that, okay, now you just kind of maybe want to pause and then stop and say, okay, now what can I do? What have I learned, and what have I developed that I already know, that I can put into place so that I can stay in control? And I want to have, because we want to have control of our businesses. Okay. We don't want our businesses to control us. So that way we can do that as well. So this is just a really, really great, to be intentional and to have your business to be on purpose. Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that, Marie. I know when I first started off on the business, I had nothing but adrenaline going. And when people asked me about the business, I would just start telling them everything about Jafra, the history, and as far as the history and everything else. So it does make a big difference when you're coming from the heart, when you're talking to someone about your Jafra business here. The next thing that we are going to cover is our promote, and that is about promoting. We planned, you have your weekly review sheet where you've been planning every week and keeping track of your results. We have prioritized, Marie went over beautifully as far as how we prioritize with our daily schedule to make sure that we are just not running on adrenaline with no map in front of us here. So of course, when you don't have a map to know where you're going, of course you're going to go in all different directions here, and probably get lost and have to start all over again here. So that daily schedule and going on discipline versus adrenaline works well. So the next thing that we're going to cover, the last thing, is our promote. And this is, yay, the final point where you get to your team. You got your team together and everybody's ready to go celebrate, and you pick a date, and yay, you're going to pick a date as far as when you're going to promote and go out with a bang with your new team. So this is very important. This sheet is tracking all the stars that's currently on your team. And as you add more during your promotion month, you definitely want to just keep everyone encouraged and keep this chart in front of you, because this shows all the bonuses that you will be getting along the way. So this is great encouragement here. And I know, Marie, you had a great idea of what to do with this chart as well here.
Yeah, great. I really love this because I would love for you to, this is what we used to do, is to actually to take pictures or to put names in all of the stars of the people that you have already sponsored, and then even some of the people maybe that you haven't gotten in touch with yet, but you know that this would be a really good fit for her as well too. And to continue to do that so that it creates, like Chafica said, it creates a visual for you so that you can actually see your team as it is now and then how it is expanding as well too. So, who do you know in this time that needs some money or just needs to connect or maybe just needs to feel good or is just really stressed out about being at home all the time? Reach out to them and keep this in front of you as a goal and as a focus for you to be able to share Jaffa with every single day and put that into your to-do list as well too. It's just really a great way for you to focus and for you to stay on track as well too.
Okay.
We're going to get off. Okay. I'm going to stop the recording.
Okay.